birthday. He's 14 today. Even though it's not actually him in there. His consciousness has been switched out. And I picked up tonight while I was speaking to him. I don't have to keep telling everyone I'm a psychic, I guess, and I pick up things and get readings, whatever, randomly. Yeah, it's American, I think. At least that's what they want me to think. So, yeah. But whatever this is that's attached to me calls itself Sarah, obviously. And there are a few. But yeah, it goes really hard on me whenever anyone's talking to me, or I'm trying to shoot a video, or yeah, just I'm driving. Oh, I've nearly I had a crash going 80 k's an hour. Not really had a crash. I've had to control the vehicle, because she's gone really heavy on me. See, I'm walking down my lane right now trying to speak, and every bot in these houses is like targeting me right now and focused on me. Can you feel it? It's disgusting. They are stage 5 fucking creeps. Like, keep the fuck away from me. Don't even look at me. You don't even know me. You don't know my name. You don't know anything about me. Nothing. If you did, you would know how many sniper bullets I have dodged. When my son was trafficked in 2017, for weeks, how they made billions off of selling him. Well, they put me in hospital and tried to fucking kill me. Unfortunately, everyone liked me in there, so no one could do it. So we'll go to the torture then. We need to make everybody, think she's a mutt. Disguise it while Sarah can, step up, put herself in competition with someone she was never going to be able to compete with because she's a dog. She's a feral dog who wanted money and fame, and didn't matter whose kids she threw under the bus for it. So she's a beard for these people. She's a front. She walks around and gathers donations. And then the houses across the road, the children are being taken. This is who she fucking is. And off-world, she came in and trapped me. So yeah, this is where we're at now. And everyone sits around and talks about my attitude. These are war criminals. You have no idea the disgusting stuff they've done. So you're not going to get anything but this attitude from me, ever. And none of them will either stand in my face physically. Like, no one will confront me. They are hiding like little rats. Because should they appear to me, or should she stand next to me and have to look at me, come at me with any of these accusations, she would shit her pants. Shit her pants on the spot. Because she's a lying piece of trash, and she knows what she's done to my son Jet and many other kids. So there's no way in hell she is going to stand in front of me, ever confront me. I will never get to see her, and they've already made that very clear. None of them are going to be able to confront me because they won't be able to look in my eyes. They're going to piss themselves. 2 times in hospital. They had to put me in twice. Try and take me out another time. Still didn't happen. Because they know who I am. No one could do it. Even in the hospital, some of the nurses, they couldn't do it. They're like, we're doing the wrong thing. I can't do this. Because they're people. Not fuckwits. So then that wasn't enough. They've come to my home, set up illegal cameras, surveillance in my home to watch me, to find anything they can. They couldn't find anything. Nothing. In fact, turns out I was actually the best mum they'd ever seen. And that's a quote. Best mum they'd ever seen. They were pissed. Absolutely pissed. So we have to fabricate something. Make something up. She hits her kid. My son slipped over in the kitchen once. She nearly broke an ankle getting that on video so that she could say I pushed him. And this is how it's played out the whole entire time. Someone like me, right, who has done that for my child, who has stood up to Adelaide's leading pedophile ring, which has now, unfortunately, turned to the world's pedophile network. And they don't stop. They don't stop coming. Then they set me up in this house purposefully because it's all kitted out with portals, right? Portal in the bedroom, portal in the lounge room. I didn't even know that until I started feeling stuff being plugged into me. And then they started triggering me and trying to get things out of me and pulling it out. And I thought, okay, something's really gone wrong here. Really gone wrong. So people are coming in, strangling me in the night, crushing me. Every time I try and escape my body, when you go to sleep and you dream, you come out, right? They kill you. That's what they call discarnate. You can't escape your body. So yeah, I went to go and see my 14-year-old son for his birthday. And yeah, I'm one of the most loving mums you'll ever meet. I love my son. You have no idea what kind of mum I was. And yeah, these pieces of trash have not a clue about anything maternal. Most of them don't have kids, for one. And then if they do, I've even heard them say, we don't care what happens to anyone's kids as long as ours are okay. So this is the way they think. This is the kind of mutts we're dealing with here. I actually think there's other people in these houses that have been lured here and trapped like me. And I don't know why they can't talk or why I can't hear them, or I think other people are being crushed too. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on up here in this place. And you know what? Some of these people might be innocent and in exactly the same position as I am. So I'm not gonna, you know. And then some of them aren't. Like this woman here, who tends to have a rotten, like, tree of fruit. This person here was doing Satanist work on me. They have had a universal mat set up in the lounge room. And yeah, really strange. There's also a machine or some sort of technological device up in the corner room where they put headsets on and, you know, do all sorts of stuff. Now, this is part of their PSYOP cover-up too. Oh, we're just PSYOPing the girl. No, you're not. That's part of the cover-up so that you can get away with what you're doing. The PSYOP's thin and there are some truthful parts to it. But no, that's a cover-up. So yeah, she's got this rotten fruit tree here. And also a persimmon, I think, or a pomegranate. And I've seen her sitting there eating one of them, smiling in amongst all this torture and pain. Like, and then I'm hearing telepathically someone telling her something disgusting, you know. So she's a bot as well. She's got that thing in her ear talking to her. Whoever's up in that place, that 2-story place, there was a young adolescent male, blonde hair, you know, like my son, that was walking around in there. Someone asked him to get up and turn the lights off, a man. So there's been a man up there, and it does sound very much like this voice I keep hearing that's kind of running shit. He often says stuff like, put this on, put that on, like he wants to put different things on the TV to watch or whatever. And Rao Cloud has been mentioned. I think he's being used in the SSP, and after watching a few of his things, sort of seen that I really liked him. I really like him. You know, that's why I started watching him. He's a decent guy. Not like that. See, they're gonna make something out of it. Fucking hell. Anyway, I think he's being used in the SSP, and procuring children, actually, instead of rescue. I think they send these people on missions to help children, save them, and that's not what's happening. These people don't know what they're going out to do when they're on these missions. They're lied to, they're strapped into stuff, they're mind controlled, so they don't actually know what they're doing. Same thing with this holographic stuff that's going on around here. They've been siphoning my divine feminine energy and basically my energy from where I am from, and and other people too. This is not about me. I'm just speaking about my situation. And they've had people facilitating this energy out. So I don't know what purpose that is for, whether that's for bots, you know, because there's a whole switch thing going on here where they're trying to partner up the wrong people with, you know, the wrong people, so they keep people away from their connections. But I think they're telling them the opposite of that. And yeah, basically, they keep trying to tell me that every single day things play out, and they'll psyop me and say, oh, you know, someone's just been apprehended, or, you know, like something's come to a head to try and get me to feel, you know, happy or whatever. I can't even breathe. Like, you know, they're choking me, strangling me, messing with my diaphragm. My whole body's being crushed downward. So yeah, siphoning the energy. So yeah, that's the thing that is tormented me the most and is the most disgusting and makes me feel the most dirty, is the fact that these things that call themselves females have been plugging into me and then delivering that to people. There is no worse feeling than that. I'm telling you right now. I like men, although I'm not going to be pairing up, obviously, for the rest of my life now. I'm a heavy target, so this is what it is now, you know, and pretty disgusting, like, to have that happen to you. Because like I said, I'm extremely guarded and consider myself sacred. I'm not someone who lacks respect for themselves. I'm 48 years old now, so yeah, that's the most disgusting part. And yeah, the worst thing is this blue character on YouTube is so feral. She is directly involved in this siphoning, disgusting stuff, and it is gross. And then she sits there like, you know, stiff as a board, as if not to be to anything, and hide and act like, you know, just watch how it acts and the transgression on its timeline. Yeah, very interesting. So I've kind of located a few of the people that are involved, and Matthias De Stefano came up immediately because he's connected to, I don't actually know which race, but definitely Greys. And yeah, the fact that he opens portals, he's been opening portals around my house, and I do believe he's responsible for that. And then I've just figured out recently that these energetic cords may go through them portals, and I didn't even consider that they might be able to plug somebody in and then take these cords through to other places or other realms. There really isn't meant to be that many realms, and yet this person that they're calling Paul is not a real person. He's probably going to be a patsy. I don't think there is a Paul. There's way bigger hands at the top of this, okay? Paul is going to be a figurehead. He's going to be someone that they want to throw under the bus for this and set up. Like, it's obvious, right? Same with all the Epstein stuff. I mean, he's definitely, like, doing that and a grub and everything. But what I'm saying is there's people that control them higher than that actually make it happen. Right? People forget that people at the top make this happen. Like, they interfere with people to get this to happen. And that's why nothing ever gets solved, really. But yeah, I wouldn't even in a million years think that I would even be sitting here shooting a video in this circumstance. You never know how you're going to make it through the night. Someone's on my neck right now. They're sort of telling me that everyone that gets taken out, whatever you want to call it, is given target duty on me. So there's like hundreds of people that are given that duty to target me physically, and I feel it. Feel the weight of, like, a ton of weight crushing me. Yeah, there's the mother, you know, who's already had a child ripped from her, been stabbed in the womb, so to speak. I had a severely painful hour-long womb wounding session at the hospital where I had an ultrasound for no reason at all. They dragged me in for one. I wasn't even pregnant. I wasn't with anyone even. An hour long, she tortured my womb really painfully, and that's what they do. My psychic was murdered a few doors away from me at Kilburn. I was up that night when that happened. Somebody went and picked her up and brought her back, and they wanted to know what she knew, what I knew. There's a lot of heaviness in this, and it's been years I've been speaking about this and found it hard to get the words out. Now it is becoming, at least I'm not stumbling so much on my words. In fact, I'm shocked sometimes I can speak. She's pushing me a lot to talk now. I think she wants me to annoy people, and, you know, I couldn't really give it. It works either way for me because I got to keep my voice active, and there's a bone pushing in the back of my neck that's going to go through my throat at some point. And that is what they want. That's punishment for me speaking up and calling them out. Anyone who is intentionally going to speak up about this, they go for the jugular. So you'll hear someone was hung, had their throat cut, you know, that kind of thing. The way that they take you out is always going to be a sign. But yeah, this Blue Mutt on YouTube, she's, interestingly enough, got this painting that she's shown before, right? And it looks like half Indian, half Caucasian maybe, I don't know. But she's created this kind of entity, right? And I believe that this is Sarah, what they're calling that, skank mutt, that kind of like tries to jump you all the time, is siphoning you, is like raping you. It's disgusting. It's an entity that is about consumption, absolutely consumption, consuming everything until there's nothing left. And yet it's going to sell an agenda that is the opposite of that. Oh, we need no consumption. We need to be cleaner. We need, you know, look between the lines here, people. So yeah, I think she's created this entity. And from what I'm hearing, like, someone else is claiming my title right now. I don't mean like, you know, my heavyweight title or anything. I'm just saying claiming to be me, you know, claiming my identity. And it's very obvious that it's not, like, blatantly in your face obvious that it's not. It's not who it says it is. And it's taken severe mind control to even get people to believe that, which is insane. Like, I can't believe we've got to this level now where to cover their asses, they've had to go this far. And, you know, everyone's in a corner here. No one can even move. All I can do is shoot these videos. I can't even get a house. Like, so I'm stuck here. I'm not able to leave here. Still got to go through all the torture, and there's actually nothing I can do about it because someone at a higher level has signed something on my behalf. So I literally have to wait till I can get out of this body to take care of business. And it is coming. I've already seen it. Because obviously I came from there, so I know what's going to come after this. These people are war criminals. They've done this on other planets. They specifically came here for this. Energetically, we are charged up. And we just went through an ascension belt, I guess you'd say, like an energy belt. And a lot of people did activate at that time. I was one of them. And that's when they came. That's when they came. And yeah, it's not a matter of them coming and taking out all the people they thought were going to be a problem. It's actually a hijack instead, and a gathering, a corralling of people into another place, using us for that, but also harvesting, and our children who have that that energy, you know. I do think they're replacing them. I think they're replacing them. There's a few people on YouTube who are tapped in at a higher level. George Cavassalis is one of them, although I think he has a doppelganger who has been taken by Elon Musk and is a bot now. But there's a couple of realms around, so there can be different versions of people if that has happened to them, I think. So yeah, a few people are tapped in at a higher level and kind of understand that. And so, I just paused it so I forget my train of thought. I'm probably totally going off on something different. So yeah, and while I was watching her the other day, while I'm on the topic, yeah, I'm listening to a telepathic connection come through, and someone's talking to her. These people know that I can do that, so they try and mess with me, and most times they're like, they don't really care, because like, we're here now. There's nothing we can do about that. Some people don't know that I can read their telepathic connections. So yeah, straight away I'm hearing someone tell her, Sarah's not going to go down for this, not after all the hard work you've done creating her. You are not a creator. You are a rapist. You have robbed many people. And I know I'm not the only woman that you've harvested sexual energy from. You're a pig, is what you are. So that's not a creation. That's a Frankenstein that you've raped everyone to create. And nothing good is going to come of that. And you'll never get a vote for that to go forward. No one is supporting her or you. So yeah, I'm hearing someone immediately say that, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then she's told, sit tight, and just relax. We're going to set up a telepathic connection and show everyone, what was it? Show everyone something like how she's attacking you, you know. Show everyone how conceited she is, and, you know, that she's threatening you and targeting you. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. How conceited she is. Me, I've spent my entire life insecure about myself. Like, deep down insecure, even though I was like a girly girl and I did all the stuff and I loved fashion and I did dancing and all of that. Still, way insecure. Not confident at all. Definitely not conceited, and love females and males, and love the whole diversity and the beauty in everyone. Like, that was me, right? So this is what's so shocking to me, that anyone would ever buy that if they knew me. But this is the point. They don't know me. And these people have made extensive efforts, to cover that as well. And they've had to take out everyone that ever knew me, take down. Yeah. I don't think I can talk about any of that just yet. But they know, like, they know that there's certain people who know the truth about me or about this. Many witnesses. But the worst part of it was they didn't actually have to look for them. They've gone conscious now, and they've been reading people, so there was nowhere for anyone to escape. I'm the only one who can actually sit here and talk about this because it's been 10 years for me, and I've survived and I've survived and I've survived, and I guess I'm a hollow husk now, so I can just speak the words, but I am still holding an incredible amount of pain, and that comes out every now and then. I certainly don't shoot that on video or show anybody, and I can't even delve too deep into it because I would die. So yeah, something just booted up next door, and there's a cover-up going on, which is all about holograms and all this kind of fake stuff. There's way deeper stuff going on behind that. The cover-up is like an overlay that sits on top of reality that they're really doing, right? So it kind of covers, I guess it's evidentially correct with what they're doing in a sense. So it fits, do you know what I mean? But it's not actually the truth. They're trying to say, oh, no, we're just psyoping her. That's not really true. Or, oh yeah, no, that part was true, but we're telling her this. So it's like an overlay that they can use, which is quite effective actually. One of the hardest things that haunts me every single day is all these kids from my son's school. Every single day. There are certain like memories that come up. No, I can't do this right now. I'm just like, yeah, that's really tough, that one. Because they were luring people here. People that wanted to come into their superpower. No, I can't. This is hard for me, really hard, being who I am and how I empower people. And I wanted to see this happen, you know. This was part of what was supposed to happen. People were going to be activating, and yeah, it was going to be actually quite big. And yeah, they've taken that and dirtied it and made it into something really horrible. And that's how they did it, is because people were really keen after hearing all this information. And I was only watching all this stuff because I was researching what was happening to me. So yeah, it sparked interest, and a lot of people started getting interested in that kind of thing. And yeah, that's when they started inviting people to battle, like out of body, astrally. Yeah. I didn't expect that to happen though. Initially when it was happening, I thought it was military. And then when I realized that some of these were teenagers and younger that were being taken, I didn't realize until I was sitting in the lounge and one night, and there was a commotion. Like, I'm alone, by the way. Whenever I talk about any of this stuff, I'm completely alone, so it's energetic. So there was a bang in my kitchen, like something fell over, and I'm hearing like voices, so I can hear into the astral. And of course, there's a teenage boy, and there's two guys, and he says, one of the men says to him, oh, you came here to kick some pedophile butt, you know? Yeah, like, and he's sort of goading him, you know, yeah, that's why we're here. And he agreed. And, you know, he's like, yeah. And straight away they said, yeah, well, this is a trap. Sorry. And that's when I realised what was going on. It's the same with George Kavassilis. I think he was here, sensed his energy here, but I don't know if it was him. It could be the bot version, because they're using it as using parts. This is what I think they're doing, using parts of our energy to animate these other versions. I don't know. I don't even know. But I know for a fact that there are a couple of versions of certain people. And yeah, he was positioned somewhere here, like in the neighbour's house next door, or there was a portal just as I walk in my back door here on the left. And I sort of heard people swooshing like in and out of there. And I did hear him saying to people, oh, this is a trap. I've been trying to tell people to stop them, and it didn't work. They're not letting my messages out, at least not the ones that are important. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs to stop people from coming anywhere near this for years. You know, just trying to not involve anybody if I could avoid it. So yeah, I heard him telling people it was a trap, and also probably lying to people about their lineage or just about anything. And yeah, because he is quite tapped in, he is showing people all sorts of things that made it really believable. But yeah, they've been robbing people here, and mind controlling them. And the sick part of it is, I think these people are people who actually, you know, are decent people. So yeah, I don't know how serious the mental health concerns are for, you know, these people, considering what they've done. But yeah, I wouldn't think that they're getting too far, even with all the money that they've made, switching the balance of power now, which was supposed to go in the other direction, you know. Putting hands in the money of people putting money in the hands of people that can actually do things with it, instead of the way things are, where all the people who have the money are the ones controlling us, you know. So it's kind of like, yeah, stalemate, because that's the construct we live under, you know. It's financial. This doesn't exist everywhere, you know, which is sort of how I am. I don't really see people that way. In fact, I find it repulsive when someone mentions what they have. I'll kind of steer away from that. So yeah, like, more paper you got, the more money, you know, light a fire under you when it comes to these kind of people. These are people I love dearly, and that are loved, that are really loved and valued. And yeah, I actually think that all these people were trying to do something, you know, like, these are my people.